The program is brought to you by the Ministry of Education and Vocational Training Zanzibar, funded by UNICEF. Production expertise produced by Kwarara Media Education Center, KMEC, under the supervision of Department of Teacher Education, DTE.
Hello students.
Hello teacher.
How are you?
We are fine, and you?
I'm very fine. Thank you. My students, as we promised last week that when we come for the next session, we have to bring our mathematics instrument. So before continuous, let me confirm if all of you have already have mathematics instrument. Asria, can you show me your mathematics instrument? Okay. Hassan?
Yeah.
Show me. Good. Halima, where is yours? Good. Ibrahim. Oh, the book. Where is mathematics instrument? Show me. Where is your calculator? So maybe you can use in a group, okay? One calculator is enough. In this group, can you show me any instrument? Good is enough. Oh, yeah. And the last one here. Oh, okay. Clap to the group for the whole class. Because we are in mathematics class, let us clap 3 factorials. When you see. Good. So, the today's lesson is an angle between 2 lines. This is a topic from 3-dimensional figures, and I'm sure that by the end of the lesson, you have to be aware with how to find the angle of between 2 lines. How to find the angle between 2 lines. Okay? So, if you see, I try to bring some figures from object that involve 3-dimensional figure. This is a prism. It looks like a chalk box, but it is a prism. I have also a skeleton. What we call it is skeleton. Skeleton of 3-dimensional figures. You see, this is a skeleton of like this. And then we have some lines as well as some vertex of each. Okay? So now let us start by identifying some lines in a 3-dimensional figures. So is there any difference between this one and that one? No. Yeah, it's like the same. When we take a photo of this, it looks like this. Some of the lines cannot be seen. You see why we use what? Dotted lines. And the figure here, the prism has how many lines? Tell me the first line. Who can tell me the first line? Yes, Abdullah. The line A is A line. Another one. You see what we call it. Is it A or this line? Yes.
AB.
The line AB. Good. Clap to her. Another line. This group. Line BC. Oh, good. Clap to this. Your group. Tell me another line. Another line. What do we call it? EF. Is it? EF. EF. Good. Clap to him. The last one. Yes.
Line CD.
CD. Good. Clap to that group. Okay, so this is how to be aware to identify some lines. But if you see here, there's about this is the first line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's like this. I think you can count the lines here as you see. Can you count this line? Yes. How many? Let us start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. How many lines are there?
There are 12 lines.
Yeah, there are 12 lines. But from here we can also find another lines that we call it hidden lines. These lines are construction lines. If I try to construct the line, you see, if I take this from this point D, point G, to this point E, there is another line, you see?
Yes.
So and this is a line, okay? Yes. You can have also a line from this corner to this. And also, you see?
Yes.
So there is a possibility of generating many lines, isn't it?
Yes.
Even you can take a line from the down to the top. It's like from, if we consider the room representing this, so we can take a line from that corner to that one, okay?
Yes.
And also from that corner to this one. On the other side, from this to there, or from that side to this side, from this point to another point, and so on. It means there's a possibility of having so many lines, okay?
Yes.
Are you okay with the lines?
Yes.
Okay, so here we have very few 12 lines that mentioned in the figure, but we can have other lines, or we can construct in other lines from the same prism, okay?
Yes.
Good. So that is just to be aware with the lines, but our target is to go through the skew lines. All of you say skew lines.
Skew lines.
Skew lines.
Skew lines.
Can I hear from you? Skew lines.
Skew lines.
Okay, this group, skew lines.
Skew lines.
This skew lines.
Skew lines.
The whole class skew lines.
Skew lines.
Okay, who can try? What is a skew lines? Or what are the skew lines? Who can try? Are you ready? Can you try? Okay.
Skew line is the line which is not intercept and not parallel.
Oh, very good. Clap to her. Yeah. Okay. So it says skew lines are lines that are not, or that do not intersect and are not parallel. Okay? Yeah. Skew lines are lines. Let me write. Skew lines are lines that do not intersect. I underline the word intersect. And are not parallel. Can we read it together? Skew lines.
Skew lines.
Are lines. That do not intersect.
That do not intersect.
And are not parallel.
And are not parallel.
Okay, so let us see how to find. Is it possible to find the lines which are not intersect and are not parallel? Yes or no? Say yes. Also typical? Yes. So let me show some lines which are skew lines or representing skew lines. For example, let us consider our skeleton. If we consider our skeleton here, here's some lines. For example, if we observe carefully this skeleton, we see the lines like this line. You see this?
Yes.
And these lines. The line here and this line. These lines are not parallel and they not intersect. Okay?
Yes.
Another line may be, let us say, this line, you see?
Yes.
And the line that generated, constructing, you see, my top line. You see these lines?
Yes.
And this line. The lines are not intersect and not parallel. So example of these lines are called the skew lines. Can we have more than other skew lines? Who can tell us other skew lines? Yes. Can you use this figure? Tell me the point using this figure. Which lines? Can you show? No, show me through this figure. The line AB.
AB and HG.
AB and HD. Do you agree? AB and HD, these lines are parallel. So these lines are not skew lines, but you're tidy. Who can correct? Yes. Which line? This line and CG. AB, yeah, AB and CG, okay? Clear to him. Oh. So you see these lines and these lines, there is no intersection between the lines. Whatever there is no intersections, no parallel, the lines are said to be skew lines, okay? Okay, so example of skew lines here, we can say, examples. Here, let me say the line AD and the line AD and the line EF and the EF. Okay? Another lines, the line HF, the lines HF, and the line AD. And also the line BC, you see the line BC and the line HD, and the line HD, ETC, because there are so many lines. Okay, there are so many lines. So these are skew lines. Okay? So the first skew line is what? AD and the EF. AD and the EF. Or we can say AD and the HF. Or HF, this one, HF and AD. And the last one, BC and HD. BC and HD. But we can also add lines like EG and BD. So we can have many lines which are skew lines. The concept is what? Is only two. One must not be parallel. Next, must not intersect. Okay? So how we could define the angles of the lines which are not intersect? How could we find the angles which are not intersect? So it is possible. It is possible to find the angles which are not intersect. Suppose so now we want to find the angles between two skew lines. Remember that these lines are not parallels. These lines are not intersect and are not parallels, but there's a possibility of finding the angles of such kind, okay? So let us see how to find these angles. Can you see?
Yes.
So who can tell me the length of AB? You, Hassan.
The length of AB is 4 centimeters.
4 centimeter, good. The length of BC, my friend.
3 centimeters.
3 centimeter, good. And the length of CG, yes, Mohammed. Yes. The length of CG, how many centimeter? 5 centimeter, good. 5 centimeter. Whoa. So it means if you see the figure, it looks like have 3 sides. But if you go to the original, you see that this length, the opposite sides are equals. You see this length is like this, equal to this, equal to this, equal to this. So suppose this is 4 centimeter, it means this is also 4, it is 4, 4, okay?
Yes.
And then the second one is 3 centimeter, this 3, it means this is also 3, 3, 3, okay?
Yes.
And then the last one, the height is 5, 5, 5, something like this, okay?
Yes.
So the figure is given only 3 sides, length, width, and height, but the length will represent other length, okay? Yes. So now, if we go back to the figure here, the question is to find the angle between 2 skew lines. Let me take 2 skew lines. Let us consider the skew line AD, this line, and the other line HF. So the line AB is at the bottom, and the line HF at the top. So to find the angle between this, it means we have to make sure that the 2 lines have to intersect. Okay? Yes. What the method we are going to use? We have to use the method by finding the line which is parallel of one of the 2 lines. Either to find the line which is parallel to AD that meet HF, or to find lines which is parallel to HF and they meet AD. You get my point? Yes. So it means either we have to transfer this to find line which is parallel to AD and they meet HF. You see the line AD is parallel to EF. The line AD is parallel to AD, okay? So if we take this line AD, if we find line which is parallel to AD, which is the line EF, then the line will intersect. And the required angle will be angle EHF. You see, if you go to skeleton, a skeleton, most of the time I like to use skeleton. The line AD is just this line, and the line HF is like this line. So it means this line is parallel to this, and the line HF is like this. And now we have a triangle, this by using this, you see, the triangle family. Yes. So it means now here to find the angles, to find the angle between 2 skew lines, we have, or we need to find the line parallel to skew lines and meet or intersect one of the skew lines. One of the skew lines. It means for our case, we have to transfer AD into EH. So now, the lines, are you through this part?
Yes.
Okay, yes. But before that, let us use this. So for our case, we have the line AD. The line AD, we transfer to EF. So the line AD becomes EH. And the angle, the required angle is angle EHF. Okay, by finding the angle, which is the line which is parallel to AD, which is ED, now the angle EHF is formed. So we know the figure or the line can be drawn in this way, and this is how to calculate the angle. So we can come up with a figure like this. So the point here is point, this is point H, and this is E, and this is F. What do we call it? This is a right angle triangle. Again, right angle triangle. And who can tell me the length EH? The length EH, remember that this is the same with this. How many centimeter? The length EH. 3 centimeter. Good. And the length EF. This is the same as what? 4 centimeter. So we don't have this line X. But today is not to find the line X. We need to find the angle between the line, which is this angle. So we can put our X here to represent the angle X. Okay? Yes. So by using trigonometric ratio, by using trigonometric ratios, we can find the angle X. Okay?
Yes.
The side here is opposite, isn't it? Say opposite. Opposite side.
Opposite side.
And then the side here is called adjacent side.
Adjacent side.
So the ratio between opposite side to adjacent side is called the tangent X. I always say tangent X.
Tangent X.
So tangent X is equal to, normally we call it X degrees, is equal to 4 divided by 3. It is 4 centimeter over 3 centimeter, which is the same as 4 over 3. Okay?
Yes.
So who can divide 4 over 3 in decimal? Use your calculator to divide 4 over 3. Use your calculator. 4 over 3. 1.3. Good. 1.33, isn't it?
Yes.
Just 1.3, 1.33. 3. So 1.333. And the value of X is equal to tangent inverse of 1.333. So the value of X, therefore X is equal to, we use also, you have to use your calculator to find the angles. So who can try? Can you use, your calculator, use shifty, go to shifty, and then turn, start with the shifty, okay? Shifty, where's your shifty? Shifty here, Where's the shifty? This shifty. Yeah, you have sine inverse of tangent inverse. Right hand inverse of 1.333 is equal to. Yeah, who can you use your calculator? Yes, yes. How many? 53 degrees. 53 degrees, 7 minutes. Okay, so the answer is what? 53 degrees, 7 minutes. Or you can write also in decimal. Can you press this? Can you press this symbol? Press this. This again, you see decimal. Yeah. So now is what? In decimal is what? 53.1 degrees, okay? So this is the value of X degrees. So this is how to find the angle between two skew lines. Is it clear?
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
So clap all of clap for how many claps? 3 or 4? 3 factorial, okay. Okay, so now to ensure that you are really understand, I'll give you only one question, okay? Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, so this is exercise. Exercise. And my question is, use the following figure. Use the following figure to find the angle between lines B, C and line H, F. And the figure here is use this figure. You see?
Yes.
Good. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. And the length here, the length AB is still 3 centimeter. The length AB is 3 centimeter. Here is 3 centimeter, and this one is 4 centimeter, and this is 2 centimeter. So this is your exercise. You can follow the same steps to answer these questions. And your question just want to find the angle between the line SBC and the line HF. Is it okay?
Yes.
Okay, I think this is the end, but before we close, let me ask you, do you have any question?
No question.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, so if you don't have any questions, let me call it a day and see you next time. Thank you, my students, for your participation. See you.